Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire, and hopefully more fruitful fields than they were the other day. I'm out on my own, as usual, at the medieval church site. It was diabolical for just over 4 hours last time. Nothing to show for it other than 2 bits of lead and a few pieces of aluminium and tin foil. So I'm hoping for a bit better today. Now there is a ploughed field that was potatoes that's never been detected by me, never been detected by anyone in fact, but it's been like a swamp, so I'm maybe going to give that a go first, and if it's a bit difficult to walk in then I've got a few stubble fields to fall back on. So let's go and have a look. Oh well, we've only been going for 3 minutes. A screamer of a 93. It's either going to be a bottle top or it's going to be a Georgian coin, possibly. Oh God, the soil's pretty sticky. I think I just saw it. It might be a tin can. Oh no, my imagination. It's there. I don't know why I was looking over there. Well, it's neither a Georgian coin or a bottle top. It's a great big oversized tie down for a tarpaulin. By the look of it, an eyelet for a tarp. Oh well. Well, it was on the surface. No idea. Some sort of rectangular thing. Agricultural, methinks. If you know, comment below. Another surface target, another eyelet off a tarpaulin. 83, 84. Tin can halfpenny territory. A bit soft. Don't have high hopes for this one. A little wet clod. Can feel something there, which is a thing. This is not going to be very enjoyable in terms of keeping clean, that's for sure. It's copper alloy or brass. Copper alloy, I would guess. Brass normally comes in higher. Oh, can't get the mud off it. It's got a notch in it. It's got a curved edge. Who knows what it is? Give it a wee rub-a-dub. And that hasn't really helped much. It's a thing. Again, possibly agricultural. Hallelujah! The drought is over. I think it's only a penny. It sounded terrible, but my God, I'm happy to see it. Right there. Do you see it? Right there. Right there. Right there. There's a bit of greenery. So that's kind of where it's come from. It looks pretty crusty. It's could have a bit of age to it. Don't be a button. I thought it was bigger than this. There's an outside chance this could be a button. I might have been a bit premature in my excitement. Can't get the mud off it, it's stuck to it. Please be a coin. I think it is. It's always a pain when you can't get any detail to identify it, but yeah, it's probably going to be Georgian, I think. An outside chance it could be earlier, so it could be back to the 1600s, but... And look, someone's even hit it with a spade. Someone's been somewhat excited. But yeah, I think it's a halfpenny, so it's either going to be Charles I or II. An outside chance it could be a Gavilimus, which would be from the 1688 to 1702 period. Failing that, I think it's Georgian, 17 14 all the way right through to the 1820 period. So it's a coin. Nice to see one after what has been a very long time without one. I don't believe it. A 78 to 80 sounded pretty junky. I think we might have coin number 2. And I've missed both of them in the filming. There's just been that much junky targets that I never thought that was going to be a coin. I think it is a coin. Well, it looks like it's probably going to be a halfpenny. It's got a fairly perfect edge on it. So it does look a bit crusty and horrible though. So we'll see if we can get any detail off this. I'll come back to you. This is certainly not a good field for quality of coins, that's for sure. Certainly the copper ones are suffering. This is actually the head side, not that I can see anything there at all to tell me who that might be. On the other side, I can just make out the letters HALF, halfpenny. So, I don't know, my guess would be it's probably Victoria or George V. So it's sometime between sort of 1850 and 1900, middle of the 1900s. But either a lot of fertiliser or, well, to be honest, there's a lot of moisture in this field. So I think it's always been a boggy field. So I just need to find silver, because that should come out looking pretty good. You may well notice it's getting a little bit dusky, and I came over just for the last half hour just to the medieval field, the one that produced the silver hammered. I've just dropped my spade. More than anything, just to get the mud off my Wellingtons before I get in the car, and also in the off chance that there's another target. I've got the bigger coil on as well, so I've finally got a digger. It's taken me about 30 minutes. But it's a very loud and very sweet 8990. It's not going to be a hammered, it's not going to be a gold, but it could be Georgian. It could be the dreaded bottle top. I see something there, which, well, it's a, is that a, that's a worm. Right, okay, that's fine. That's a worm. Well, I might have actually dug in the wrong place. Oh, there it is there. It's a bottle top. Well, there you go. But a glaringly obvious target, and if I missed that, clearly there's going to be more around that I have missed. Well, I thought I had done a very good job of doing this field to death, but there's certainly a few targets here which are very prominent. I can only guess because of the length of the stubble I've missed them. This is an 89, 90, 91. Again, bottle top, maybe a coin. Georgian. We're out. Doesn't sound very good now though. A coin on its edge. Oh, that's not a coin. That is a thing. Again, it's a bit of copper. Copper alloy. Doesn't look medieval to me though. Nope. Junk. Well, I'm going to leave it there. And that is the extent of the finds of the day. We have got a crusty halfpenny, which is probably 100, 150 years old. And I've actually been able to get an identification of this coin. This is Mr. Potato Head, George III. This is his grandfather. This is George II. And the reason it was George II's grandson, George III, who took over is because George II's son, the Prince of Wales, he died prematurely in 1751. So as a result, George III, the grandson of George II, followed. So George II, sometime between 1727 and 1760, he's put in quite a few appearances recently, but just with being in my pocket and bouncing about, you can just make out Britannia on the back as well. So there you go, George II and 1727, 1760. So not exactly phenomenal, but 2 coins, can't complain. Because I've had a fair wee run there where it's been pretty awful. And you'll have seen that last video that I posted 4.5 hours of detecting, found 2 lumps of lead, and that was it. So that's the reality of metal detecting. Even when you've got an amazing medieval site like this one, well, the stuff's going to run out eventually. The farmer does tell me he plans to plough this field pre-winter and then plant it in March, April. So hopefully, if it's not a cold, frozen winter, I'll be able to detect this over the winter, and with a bit of luck, a deep ploughing of 14 inches or so will bring up some new stuff. So I hope you enjoyed, albeit nothing spectacular yet again, but I've got Martin and Simon coming up, and the next video after this will probably be us all out together. So if you like what you see and you're not already subscribed, then hit the button, and hopefully see you all on the next dig. Take care.